YOLO, dope people of YouTube. So let's talk about serious relationships, all right? So I'm gonna give you guys a whole bunch of life experience that I've acquired and learned in my lifetime, right? So I consider myself to be a man of men, if you know what that means, right? And all my friends are men of men, right? So when it comes to coupling, right, in terms of relationships, and I'm not talking about like flings, I'm talking about long-term relationships, right? So something that I always lived by was this concept that if I am going to be suspicious, right, of the woman I am with, right? Like you're in a serious relationship and you're having doubts. You're having like, and I'm not talking about you paranoid motherfuckers. I'm talking about you solid dudes, right? That know, like you're a real man, right? If you're having doubts about your woman's how faithful she is, that relationship is over. In my mind, that relationship is over. If I'm suspecting that you might be cheating, that relationship is over. I'm not gonna go through your shit. I'm really not. I'm not gonna go through your phone. I'm not gonna find your emails and your DMs. And if I'm already suspicious, that's a major red flag. Because I come with I'm gonna take you as you come, right? And I'm gonna give you the benefit of the doubt. But just because I accept you this way, that does not mean that it's a given. No, you prove yourself, right? Through your actions, not your words, through your actions. So if I'm even considering that this might be a possibility that you might be an unfaithful, or you're using me, or this, it's over. I don't need any facts. I don't need to go paranoid and this jealous type of fucking creature and start looking and searching and like, because if you're in that mind state and you're looking, you're gonna find things that aren't even that. You're gonna look and find, like, if you're looking for issues, you're gonna find issues even though there's no issues around you. You get what I'm saying? It's the same thing, relationships, right? So if I'm in that mind state that like I can't sleep, like it's on my mind, are you a faithful person to me? You're not the person for me. Boom, it's over, done with. It's over. I'm gonna man up to myself, and it's done with, right? And there's a big difference between men and women in regards to cheating. I had this long conversation, and I've had this conversation multiple times, right, with various people, man. There's a big difference between a guy getting off sometimes and him having a girlfriend on the side, or him, like, especially if he's a dude that's high in demand, right? Like, this is a dude a whole bunch of chicks want to be with, but this dude has his female, right? And I'm not condoning cheating and all that. I'm not condoning it at all. But what I am saying is that there is a difference between men and women cheating. There's a major difference, right? A woman cheating, it's like, that's it. That's the end of the relationship. It's just a cut and dry. It's the end of a relationship. A man cheating is like, it's a fucking problem. It can be a serious problem. It can be a problem we can get over, we can pass, right? But it's not necessarily the end of a relationship. And I'm basing all my information not just only on my life experience, right, but on our grandparents' life experience. I'm not talking about your parents, man, because in the US of A, man, the majority of people I went to school with, they had horrific parents, man. It's like something happened to that 80s generation, dude, where everybody was just fucked up, right? So I'm talking about the grandparents' generation, the people that actually husband and wife for 60 fucking years straight, right? Like they were on lockdown, like they're doing life in that relationship. There is no fucking divorce. We're doing this for life, like till the casket drops, right? That generation, I'm taking it from them. And they were a group of fucking people, not like this fucking retard that wants to cut me off to get to the red light quicker because he thinks he's smart, right? This is my generation. This is or the new generation, just fucking retarded. Like I'm gonna turn my signal on, I'm gonna go to the left lane, and I'm still fucking, yeah, you're gonna pull up all the way to the right. If I pull up all the way to the right light, you're gonna fucking freak out. Oh, do we have issues? You good, brother?
Man, I'm just trying to get home.
Alright. You have a good night. Be safe. See that? People are, you ask people respectfully, they tell you respectfully. Dude's probably having a fucked up day. Who knows? But he was a youngster. He looked like he was like 18, 19. I'm just trying to get home. That's what he said. I'm just trying to get home. I don't mean, then you be safe, you know? Because you might run into the wrong person, bro. Hey, yeah, like, this is me, you know? I've said this in many videos, man. Like, I'm not a person that's a bully. I'm not a person that just in my feelings. You cut me off, so I'm gonna be like whoop-de-whoop and just go 0 to 100. Like, I realized there's an issue, but I'm smart enough to know, man, people have fucking problems, man. People have bad days. Sometimes you gotta let people have bad days, right? And I'm talking about this because that could have been a very... It could have gone south really fast, right? Like me saying, hey, are you good, bro? He could have been like, man, fuck you, you're driving slow and this. And then I'm gonna have to respond to that because now you're being blatantly disrespectful. Not only did you cut me off, and the dude was rubbing his head. I don't like recording people. I genuinely, I don't like being recorded, and I don't like recording people. So I show that same fucking respect. This dude said, hey man, I'm just trying to get home. I could see he's lost in his fucked up mind right now. Alright, man. Alright, cool. Cool, man. You be safe. You know, I hope you get home safely. Just having a bad day, man. Sometimes you people, like, you guys have to realize, man, like, we're living in the big city. We're forced to live with each other. And sometimes you have to let people have their bad days. Sometimes it has absolutely nothing to do with you. I know I diverted from the topic, but you know, it came up. It is what it is, right? A lot of people might have fucking overreacted in that situation. I didn't. I tried not to. I still kept my integrity and my morality and my dignity, right? Like you're not just gonna fucking punk me out. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's why I rolled down my window. Like, what page are we on? But I recognize the page he's on. He's on that page of, dude, today is one of those days. Alright, man, you don't gotta say anymore, man. I understand. I hope you make it home safe. And I genuinely do, man. I hope that dude gets home safe. I hope you have a full night's rest. Whatever's bothering you, man, you wake up and you realize the important things in life. Family, friends, it's in front of you, man. It's in front of you. You were born with it. And you thought you had to go look and find it. No, man. Family, friends, man. You got one name in this world. Keep it solid. Keep it good. Be the person people want you to be. That person with morals and integrity and backbone, and right, like, so sorry, I diverted, and but yeah, in terms of relationships, right, and it's the same thing with women. Like, you need to know what your values are. And I say women because, and I'm talking about men and women. I say these words often in my videos, right? But there's a big difference between boys, everything between, and then men, right? And then you have girls, everything between, and women. There's a big difference. Every real man and woman knows what I'm talking about. All right? There's a big difference between a bitch, a hoe, a girl, a trick, a woman, and a child, and a grandma, right? Like, there's a big difference between all of these things. And the same thing applies to men. Like, you know, you have little kid boys, you have teenagers, and then you have this, punks, lames, all these things. And then you have men, right? And I'm talking about men and women because in my generation, I'm 35, 90s kid, 80s baby, right? So in my generation, it was a common saying, right? Like, you grow up, right? That means that you experienced enough life, you gathered enough information. So based on all the information you've gathered, that means you weren't fucking dumb. You were not retarded. All right? You were a functioning person, able to distinguish shit and learn those life lessons, right? Add that to your age and you grow up and you become a man and you start like, this is how a man carries himself. A man doesn't have to be disrespectful to everybody. A man doesn't have to be showboating. He doesn't have to be like this fucking superhero made up shit like Thor or some shit in fucking on TV or something. You know what I'm saying? None of us are Thor. None of us are Superman. None of us are. These things don't exist. But you reach a level of maturity as a man and as a woman, right? And you carry yourself with that dignity. And when men and women come together, it's a beautiful fucking thing. Our grandparents did it with ease. It was just like common ground for them. Like, everybody was a man. I don't know if all of them went to war. All of them saw all kinds of horrific shit. And it just, they understood and grew up super fast. And our generation is overly pampered and shit. I don't know what it is. But like, I have a saying that says like, dudes have gotten pudgy and soft while their females have got Pilates strong. Alright? So you have all these pudgy dudes and you have these Pilates strong ass masculine women talking about, I'm that boss bitch and this. As soon as bitch comes out your mouth, that conversation's over. You're not a woman. You can be all kinds of bitches you want to be, but you're not marriage material. You're not worth having kids with. I'll never marry you, and even if I did marry you out of just straight selfishness on my behalf, of like, you're just this fucking drop dead gorgeous, sex is amazing, you're nice enough, you're cool enough, I don't mind eating pizza every fucking day because you don't know how to make a fucking sandwich. It's all good. But I'm not having a fucking kid with you. That's for sure. Right? Because I'm going to have a kid with a woman. Someone that knows how to raise a kid like your grandmas did. Right? Grandma knew how to cook. Grandma raised like your kids and you. Right? Like, they raised 3 kids and they raised 3 grandkids. They did like all the homework and shit. Addition, subtraction, pre-algebra, algebra, geometry, history. They went through that shit. They were like fucking miniature teachers, miniature like first aid kits and shit. You know, you choke on food, grandma knows what the fuck to do. You broke your leg, grandma knows what to do. You know what I'm saying? You get shot, grandma knows what the fuck to do. You know, she raised enough of you motherfuckers to know. You know? And grandpa, he's a man. You want to fucking know about manlyhood? You go talk to grandpa. Alright? He's the dude that went to war in uniform. Killed people, got medals, came back, fuck PTSD, raised a family, right? Like, solid people, man, on this fucking planet. And in the United States, man, like, that shit got lost, man. It got lost. And it got fucked up somewhere down the line, man. And I'm talking about in terms of majority, because there's exceptions to fucking everything, right? There's different cultures, there's different types of walks of life, so it's different. But in terms of the older generation, man, they had certain things down, man. They had certain things down that, hold on a second, man, grow up. They would shame you. You're a fucking 30-year-old boy. You know, like, what the fuck are you doing? Go sit at the kiddie table. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're not up to par to even sit at this table for this conversation. Go sit with the women. You know what I'm saying? Not degrading women, but it's like we're having men's conversation here. So take your ass over there, because we don't trust you. You're gonna go fucking spilling secrets and talking out your ass and cause drama. So go where the women are, or where the kiddie table is, right? So talk to your grandparents, man. These people were really like solid human beings, man. The majority of them, right? Like I said, there's always an exception to the rule. Even nature creates exceptions to rules. But all this newer generation is lost. Dude, I don't know how to find a good woman. I don't know how to even get a good woman. And even if I get her, I don't know how to hold on to her. I don't know how to have kids with her and raise kids with her. It's like the first sign of distress, the first argument we had over should the temperature of the room be 72 degrees or 78 degrees, and it blew up into a fucking argument, and you're sleeping on the couch and that marriage is fucking over. First argument, it's a wrap. It's done for, right? Go talk to grandma and grandpa that didn't have AC and heaters. Good day, bad day, every fucking day. These people were solid individuals, man. You want to know about relationships? About like some old fucking, they asked this old fucking couple, like, dude, how have you guys been married for 80 fucking years? And they said, well, our generation had a simple concept, man. You know, when something was broken, we fixed it. Right? I'm sure you guys have heard that saying before. They said, in our generation, when something broke, we fixed it. That's how we've been together for fucking 80 years. Soon as something breaks, you motherfuckers want to replace it. That's your problem. And the biggest problem is you can't replace yourself. You want to, you wish to, but there's no amount of money to fucking buy you a new life, right? Anyways, so that's my 2 cents, man. I could go ham on this shit all day, but yeah, man, to you real men out there that actually are men, you hold your woman down, you're doing it right like a man, you're raising your kids like a man, whether you're raising a boy or a girl, you're doing it as a man, and your wife is next to you doing it like a woman, right? She's doing it like a woman, like a solid. This is gonna be a solid relationship with these kids are not failing. You know, we got these kids. These are ours. And they take pride in it because they're theirs, right? And they're teaching them everything they've learned in their life. And they're hoping these kids go beyond them. Right? Maintain all the good shit and expand it to even fucking better. Right? We're not trying to downgrade here. So, I don't know. That's my 2 cents. Solo YOLO BOLO. Take it how you may. If you're offended, go fuck yourself. If you're not, I hope you're in agreement, or you picked a gem from what I said. You know what I'm saying? And if you're too soft and into your emotions, go fuck yourself. I really don't give a fuck. These are my opinions, my thoughts. This is how I feel like talking. And this is what I felt like saying. So, salute. Solo yolo bolo. Peace.